You're live.
Oh, thank you, old man G, and welcome to everybody out there to Simply Don, the
Which,
Twitch channel. Hi, I'm Don Barris, and today we have one of my favorite shows because we have it with one of my favorite people. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Mary Jane Show, and this is your host. This is Mary Jane.
hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Mary Jane Show. Thank you for joining us and sharing your lovely afternoon with us. We are going to start with opening show banter, hopefully. I know last week we had quite a scandal and a major upset with opening show banter. Hopefully today, sports will not be a bigger priority than going with the authorized show schedule. And then we will slide right into mid-show banter, and then we will have a grand conclusion with closing show banter. Now, before we get everything underway, let me introduce the people that are here. The inventor and creator of all things Simply Don, Don Barris. Yay!
Yay for me.
Hi, Don. How are you today? Oh, wonderful. That is excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have best moderator in the business, Old Man G.
Hi there.
Hi, Old Man G. How are you today?
Don't get thanks. How are you?
Doing just fine, thank you. So this is opening show banter. And then in mid-show banter, we'll probably get to some sports updates if they're available, and maybe some play-by-play by the legendary sports announcer, Don Barris.
This is Kermit the Frog, right?
Yeah. Do you have your second light on? Your light's a little bright.
I don't.
Okay, that's good. Anything special happened so far today?
Yes, but I'm not allowed to talk about it.
Oh, okay. Do we need a premature slide into mid-show banter?
You made a big thing about that I did all this wrong, so I won't dare to mention anything.
Oh, I think old man G's as much as just as guilty for the
Well,
opening show banter turning into a sports thing last week.
I'll just do what the spirit tells me to do.
Okay.
that's what I do too.
Okay. Well, do we want a premature mid-show banter?
I can't do that.
Alrighty.
I heard the girls don't like it if you have premature mid-show banter.
I've never heard about that.
Okay. Well, yesterday we had a very nice pretty girl show. Dawn looked very pretty.
How come more people didn't talk about that last night?
I mean, I saw like thousands in the chat saying it, so I
I
don't.
didn't see any of that.
Well, were you in front of you didn't have a second device for the comments. You were in
Yeah.
your car.
Mm. Well, there we have it then.
Yeah. So how was the comedy store, Don? Did you have a good time last night in the main stage?
It was the worst crowd I'd ever performed in front of. Thank God I had the original room to go into. So I'm starting to question everything about me. The night before, when I got to the club, everybody was talking about, they were so excited about Bill Maher being there. And he was in the back, and people kept telling me, oh, Bill Maher's here. He's going to be here when you're on. I guarantee he'll be here. So we did stay, like, for a couple of hours. Then when I got up on stage, within 30 seconds, Bill Maher left. So I thought, oh, it doesn't make me look good.
But you've met him multiple times.
Yeah, well,
He knows who you are.
no, he doesn't.
Pretty sure he has a pretty good idea.
I'm pretty sure that he doesn't.
Okay. Okay. Let's see, we have just about I think we have 19 minutes till mid-show banter. Is that right, Omanji?
I'm not sure.
9 minutes. 9 minutes, maybe?
What
All I
time
know is that Warlock Wolf was here and he says Dawn is a pretty girl. And he says no avocado. X added to the counter. 10.
Okay. Well, I apologize, Warlock Wolf. We will try to do better next time on the Pretty Girl Show.
What is Warlock Wolf upset about?
He
No avocado?
Yeah.
I was informed of that after. And I feel silly.
Well, I think we should prematurely jump right into mid-show banter.
I don't think so. I don't
Speaking of premature, we do have Quinn in the chat. He says, "Hi Dawn, you look so pretty today."
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Quinn.
Do you think he knows that you're Dawn from the Ding Dong Show, or do you think he just thinks you're a pretty girl?
I think he knows I'm down from the Ding Dong Show.
Okay, just checking. And if you don't know, out there in Chatland, it was Quinn's birthday this week. So say happy birthday to Quinn if you haven't.
And if I know Quinn the way I do, I bet you he spent the day just fucking.
Mm-hmm. I'll bet you one thing you didn't know he did is he went to a baseball game.
Did he go to a baseball game?
Yeah, he went and watched the Dodgers on his birthday.
Oh! Fuck! 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 God!
Do you want it muted?
No, I don't want anything muted.
Okay. Should I get the flashlight? Okay.
No.
I can help you with that.
I can do it.
Oh, okay. Everything's fine?
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, fuck!
Oh, the weather is rather warm today. It is a pretty sunny day. Super duper nice. What's the weather like with everyone out there?
We're in the mid 80s here.
Okay, that's
The
very
beginning of April. It used to be what it was like in August here.
Oh wow, so it's odd that it's in the middle of the 80s in April.
Yeah. Definitely.
That is wonderful. Anyone else out there have a weather update from your city, state, or region? Okay. Way to make baseball sexual, Quinn. Quinn says, I saw the Dodgers get spanked pretty hard. And to Don, when he comes back, hi, Don, you look so pretty today. Oh, rain. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Warlock Wolf had rain. Oh, and that helped with allergies or by getting rid of most of the pollen. That is wonderful. That is very exciting. Don, Quinn says, hi, Don, you look so pretty today.
What am I going to do? Not be pretty? I can't help it.
Well, you do such a wonderful job of it. It's very important that that you know. Oh, anyone have any special activities they did they have planned for the weekend?
I was just thinking just now, you know how when the witty girl gets done singing and Dawn's like, you're saying all the stuff I wish I could say.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how Dawn's a pretty girl.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think maybe Dawn is the reason why Quinn is into the kind of girls he likes?
Oh, yeah. Yep, Quinn said that's sort of true, Mama. Dawn is so naturally pretty. That's why it's our job to remind him. Also, I don't know if this comment will go which way, but Quinn said, Dawn, do you have any tips for mustache care? I've decided to try to emulate your mustache.
I don't. I don't hear anything during your opening show banner.
So
I was told not to say anything about till mid-show banner, and I don't see anything going on during pre-show or opening show banner. So
I was just chatting with the chat.
I haven't heard anything.
Not one thing? Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for 18 minutes of absolute silence. I will not do that again.
A lot of it was silent.
So we have 2 minutes left. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Mary Jane Show. Thank you for sharing your lovely Saturday afternoon with us. I'm Mary Jane, and we are now in opening show banter. I believe we are going to turn in the paperwork so that there are no more rules on the show for when sports can be discussed.
It's your show. You don't want sports? I won't give you sports.
I think we're getting confused because last opening show, oh, I should just skip it. It'll cause a problem. Okay, so I'm wrong and I apologize. And as of next week, we will have no rules for keeping sports and play-by-plays to mid-show banter, even though that has been going on.
No, you can do whatever you want. It's your show. I won't come on the show next week.
Okay, we are there. And we have it's probably a good time. Ladies and gentlemen, thus concludes opening show banter, the final opening show banter we will ever have on Mary Jane Show. And now it is mid-show banter. Thank you for joining us on mid-show banter. Let's introduce who we have here today. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the inventor and creator of all things Simply Don, Don Barris. Hello, Don. How are you doing today? Thank you. Wonderful. And we also have Omer G. Hi, Don. Old Man G. Hi, Old Man G. How's it going?
Doing good, Mary Jane. How are you?
Doing perfect. Absolutely wonderful. Really exciting today.
Great, great.
So I guess we will wait to see if Don would like to do some sports play-by-plays. And while we're doing that, I'll see what's the chat saying. Uh, Quinn has a question for Don. Hold on a second, Quinn. We will wait till Don puts his cans back on, and then we will ask him a question. Hi, Mr. Holstetter. Thank you for joining us today. Okay, Quinn, we've got to wait till Don puts his cans on before I ask the Quinn question. Warlock Wolf says weather update. Tomorrow, hopefully, we get more rain to wash more of the pollen residue. Back to you. Thank you, Warlock Wolf. Thank you, thank you. That was a wonderful sports update. Greatly appreciate that. And now I think it'd be a good time to pause and see if we can enjoy more mustache combing. Oh, and thus concludes the mustache combing portion. Screen Jam says, we like the opening show banter. All the banters, actually. Thank you. I think we'll just merge it into one big banter. So this is super, super, super fun and exciting. Maybe we'll just do a review of the Mary Jane Show. First season, we had the vintage newspaper where we tried to read it cover to cover and had most of the fun with the delightful interruptions. Lots of great guests, lots of fun stuff. And then the second one. Oh, we have a question for you, Omanji. Would you like a question?
Sure.
How is the new game you've been playing?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I played it for about 3 hours last night, hour and a half on TikTok and an hour and a half on Twitch and YouTube. It was good. We might pick it up again later tonight or tomorrow or something. I have a saved game, so we got to finish that run out.
Wonderful, wonderful. Quinn has a question for Mary Jane. Did you like the photos I sent today? Yes, yes, I did. Very good, Quinn. I do like your new equipment. It's doing a wonderful job.
Quinn sent me pictures of a bunch of buttholes, but he says none of them are him, so I don't know what to think of it.
Wow, Quinn, why would you do such a thing? That is absolutely tasteless.
I thought I was supposed to guess which one was his, but he says none of them are his.
Quinn, why would you do such a thing to Old Man G? Let's see. Question for Mary Jane. Can I say how grateful I am for the Dawn pretty girl cam on the show today? Just an angle of Dawn being pretty. Thank you, Quinn. No, I greatly appreciate that. And I think that it is absolutely wonderful. The more pretty Dawn can bring to the show, the better. Any word from Hans? How is he doing? No, I don't know that. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Quinn says, I heard that's what the cool kids did online.
About the butthole thing?
Oh, that's the butthole thing. Yeah. So Quinn, what did you expect to gain out of sending Omanji butthole pictures?
Well, he tricked me, I think, he said, here's a bunch of holy pictures. And I was like, oh, this must be like religious stuff for Easter, and it was a bunch of buttholes.
Mm.
I mean, he got me, I guess, technically. I just wish I'd read it before I forwarded it to my church group.
Oh boy. Well, on the bright side, Quinn says it's true. None of them were mine. And then he says, I don't know, I thought something might unlock in Fortnite. And we will, oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I think there's a different reticle. It's not a rectamicle, it's a reticle that you use to shoot with in Fortnite.
Okay. And maybe we will get to hear if in fact there was a Hans update. We'll wait and see. And Quinn says, I think they'll be grateful. Oh, and he means your church group.
They were definitely something.
Well, very good, very good. Okay. So super duper duper exciting. And I guess the last few weeks we had gotten a lot of wonderful stuff from Marianne, and I hope she's having a lovely Easter weekend. That's very nice. Okay. Allergy season in Appalachia is bad pollen, says Mr. Holsetter.
He is correct. I'm also in that area, and it is not fun. Humidity and pollen is not fun.
No, that sounds dreadful. And update, where on earth did Quinn get all those pictures of buttholes? He says, in fact, I got the pictures from a church group, comma, they were Unitarian. And that would be wonderful if Vicky could come by sometime, but I think she's busy working at the golf course in the daytime. Yes, if you didn't see it last night, Vicky joined us for the Pretty Girls Show. And that was very wonderful. She brought a ducky and a lot of wonderful Easter weekend joy.
I think in the evening, early evening time, she's busy rescuing kids and like stuff like that for the emergency services. She
Okay.
works at the golf course during the day, and then in the evening she saves people's lives, and then in the evening sometimes she does the show.
I see. I see. And it's also a little tough sometimes because the time change or the time difference.
Yes, not everybody keeps vampire hours like I do.
Well, this is super fun. We would have the sports updates now, but I think you guys can just watch the Pretty Girls Show and then use your imagination. Or you're already flipping through the channels, enjoying the sports on the list already, if that's your cup of tea.
Sometimes using your imagination is more fun than the actual game itself. So
Yep.
there's always that.
Yep. Oh, I'm so happy. Warlock Wolf says I was there. So he did get to witness the wonderful appearance from Vicky Wisterbrisset.
Some people are calling it an Easter miracle.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I'm just going to refresh my YouTube because the chat seems to freeze out at this point. You never know what we're going to get here on the Mary Jane Show. And it would have been nice if Hans would have called in. or one of our guests would have stopped by. Oh, Warlock Wolf. Yep, and I know who isn't there. Yep, absolutely.
It took me all day to translate those pics from Russian to American. It was tough.
Oh, I'm
For
sorry
English.
about that. Let's see. Oh, Quinn says my goddaughter got some pet chickens yesterday. That's exciting. Mr. Holstetter says Saturday nights when I was a kid, you had to imagine the baseball games on the radio. Oh, very nice.
We got a subscription from Nata Rouge 1973. They've subscribed for 35 months, currently on a 27-month streak. Thank you very much. They followed me the other day too, so thank you for that.
Thank you, Nata Rouge. Thank you so much. We have enjoyed your company through quite a long journey.
Yes, we always appreciate it.
Okay. And thank you, Chris Kaiser or Kaiser. Great show. Thank you very much. And Quinn is still enjoying just the beautiful essence of dawn filling up the frame. It's just such a shame Dawn can't hear Quinn say how pretty he is.
You think Quinn does you know what to himself when he's watching Dawn?
I mean, I'm not gonna guess. That's between that's between I don't know. I have no idea. I have no
I mean,
idea.
I hate to speculate, but I was just wondering what you thought.
Well, I mean, it would be better to get Dawn's opinion on that, but I mean, it's probably something that a pretty girl doesn't need to hear, even
That's
the
true.
speculation of. Yeah.
Well, let me say this then. Nata Rouge 1973 says, hi, Simply Dawn, Mary Jane, Old Man G, Terry Greenbean, and the rest of Ding Dong. Thank you. We appreciate you. Hello to you.
Thank you, thank you. Oh, and Quinn's confessing. He says, I respect Dawn too much to do that.
Does it say too often in parentheses at the end, or is it just that's it?
Mm-mm. And a big hello to Ariel Loves. She says, hi, lovelies.
Oh, hello, hello.
Oh, and Warlock Wolf would like to know if Hans has any update on the Nintendo suing the White House, leaked or still classified? Question mark. Followed by Dawn is a still pretty girl. Yes. It's like a painting, frozen.
Yes. And a lot of people are whispering that Hans isn't actually in prison, that he's actually in Japan doing corporate espionage against Nintendo for this lawsuit. He's pretending to be a Japanese guy, and then he's infiltrated the Nintendo corporation. I don't know if any of that's true or not, but that's just what people are whispering.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, he is 007.
He is. And I think we've definitely gone past the Hans calling in portion of the show.
It's probably sake time in Japan.
Yep. Well, we never know what's going on with that. Let's see. We have received. Warlock Wolf agrees with you. He says, "Ooh, is Hans that good?"
I think we all know he is.
Oh, Ariel Love says, "I have a crush on Dawn. Please don't tell hubby."
I'll try not to, but if he asks me, I'm going to have to tell him.
Yeah, it's a shame Don can't hear that without his cans on. Quinn says Hans could be a corpo soldier. Definitely Merce served different masters. Okay.
I can translate that for you. Hans could definitely be a soldier for the corporations. Mercenaries serve different people, whoever pays them.
Yeah, yeah. Very good. Very good.
I I'm bilingual. I speak English and internet.
Oh, I see. Corpo soldier. But would you really call them corpo soldiers?
Uh,
They're
Probably.
they're not
Internet's on.
as much as military or something.
I think it depends. Like in some fiction, they call.
Okay. Yeah, I would imagine them to be more of a security guard or a policeman than a soldier.
I think in the Alien universe, they call them that because like the corporations basically took over Earth. Like they bought all the governments.
Oh, I see. So instead of like, oh, I'm a soldier for the United States or China or this or that, it's all corporations.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Alien Earth was actually a pretty decent show. Anybody was on the fence, check it out. Not the goat versus fish, but just the regular fence.
Okay. All righty. That's super exciting.
Matt Rouge, 1973, is enjoying himself. Appreciate it. Or
Thank you,
themselves,
thank
I should say.
you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is super exciting. And don't forget, after this, there's more entertainment for the rest of the day. At 8 p.m., Don will be going on his Instagram. And then at 8:15, he will be going on his TikTok.
And there may be a Fortnite stream in between this and that.
Oh, wonderful. That is very exciting. How many people here are going to pop in and enjoy that?
Usually we play Blitz, but I think tonight we'll play the limited time Marvel thing where it's 16 on 16 and it's the Marvel Avengers heroes versus Thanos.
Mm,
See if we can't get us a win in that.
that sounds good. Oh, and thank you all for your patience. There's an ad break on Twitch, but how you can avoid that is to subscribe. If you have an Amazon Prime, you can use that to subscribe. Then you will not be interrupted by these ad breaks. Is that correct, Olmanji?
Yes, or you can get Twitch Turbo, which is like $11 a month, and that also lets you skip ads. But if you subscribe, you get the emojis, which are awesome. We have some pretty fun emojis. Warlock Wolf says I'll be getting Ice King, and Man G is getting the Rock. That's a Fortnite thing. Right now, the Fortnite season is the Ice King versus the Foundation, and the Foundation is played by the Rock in Fortnite. He does the voiceover, and it uses his face, and it's a season-long event where you do rivalries, and the more rivalries you win, it counts up against on the leaderboard for each team. So, it's crazy. I started the Ice King was winning, and then I started playing, and then all of a sudden the Foundation started winning. I don't say it was me, but it may have been me.
That is very exciting. And I hope Don would put on his headphones so he can hear. Ariel Love says, "Me, I love you."
We do have a sports update.
No sports updates. Not till Don puts his cans on. Everybody can just find it on ESPN or wherever.
Okay.
And we have 20 minutes to fill. Any questions or comments? Welcome. Alien Earth was great, says Quinn. Oh, that's
It
the
was pretty good.
corporation thing. Okay, Quinn, no more nerd talk in here. Try to come up with something that I can try to relate to, Quinn. Oh, Warlock Wolf says they are gonna have The Rock from that live Mona Avatar. I'll be surprised.
They might. Disney puts out some stuff, so and they've already got his face. So.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's very exciting.
And Fortnite, speaking of the Big Three and the Big Three Premium, just put out Harry the Platypus tonight.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah,
that's always been a suspected inspiration from the.
things were mentioned. Yeah.
So don't forget to check out the Big Three Premium.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Lots of exciting stuff going on there. And I think it's time we, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for closing show banter. So we had a very exciting opening show banter. We had a lot of wonderful friends and fans in the chat for mid-show banter. And now we will have the closing show banter. And Ariel Love says, did you see that Duke game? And I will say, I did not. I did not. And hopefully, if Don saw that, he can answer on his Instagram stream or TikTok.
That one was the other day. That wasn't a today game.
Okay.
Just FYI.
Warlock Wolf says they have a football themed skins for Fortnite, I think.
They do. They have soccer and NFL, no matter which way you mean it.
Oh, Nacha Rouge says, I am Stone and I am ... Thank you, thank you. Oh, let me see. Let me make sure that my YouTube chat is up to par. Let's see. And we are still waiting on Don to hear about Ariel Love's crush and if he in fact did see the Duke game. Let's just refresh the chat. There we go. Okay. There we go. Super exciting. And we are right in the beginning of closing show banter. Really, really excellent. The show has been absolutely spectacular so far. Wowie, wow. Warlock Wolf says, has the coin made any 5-star locks? Question mark. I do not believe so. And Ariel Loves said, Don. So, we'll have to somehow relay to Don that Ariel Loves is here. Thank you, Nacha Rouge 1973. Banter? Yes, we are doing banter. Super exciting. And Quinn says, did you see that Dodger game? Damn, we got killed. followed by the Mona live action looks so gray and sludge. Okay, I can understand the Dodger comment, but Omanji, can you please translate the other one?
Uh, I'm not sure, actually. That one is beyond my linguistics.
Oh, okay. Right on Target says, question for Mary Jane. What's the best movie to show a pretty girl on a first date? I would say Pulp Fiction or Blue Velvet.
I will say that gray and sludge does sound bad and, crappy. So that's what I would have to translate it as, but I've not heard that phrasing yet. So.
Okay, very good. Warlock Wolf says, hope Don is okay, comma, and is pretty. Well, we know he's pretty. Super pretty. And we're so blessed to have him sharing his beauty with us the entire stream. Oh, Warlock Wolf says, Mona live action is not even 99% live action.
Must be a lot of CGI.
Ariel Love says, go Yukon. Let's see. So we have 12 minutes left. Normally it's better not to plan the show. We just go with the flow. So I do not have any spiffy videos or fashion talk or history talk to revert to. We've gone far past that. So let's see. CGI still in play, comma, yes. Let's see, what else do we have going on? Well, this is so exciting. We'll have oh boy, these clocks are different. So we have 42, 43.
We started about 4 minutes late.
Oh, great. Okay. So we have 15, 16, 17 minutes left. Plus, we'd probably have to do a few minute buffer just in case. So we have 20 minutes. Ariel Love says, why is Don silent? He is just so pretty. There's no way to have him do anything but exactly what he wants. Super pretty. Super duper pretty. We like fashion talk. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, let's see. I'm not sure fashion talk. So one thing that I do miss is the fact that like fashion doesn't get tested through the old forum of magazines. Now, I do understand that it's like a lot of benefits to have it on websites and social media and everything else, but it's like, I mean, the strength of a season of fashion, making it onto the cover of a few magazines and then like trickling down, like that was kind of a neat thing to watch. So I don't know how to do fashion for now. I do think that Yeah, fashion's kind of dead. Super dead. I am waiting for it to, I'm afraid we are done rehashing it. Because I think in the 60s, there was a fashion designer in London that actually invented um, the cycle of trends to where they could have a faster turnover and higher demand with new extremely different things every season. And I think we've just about worn out of that. I really don't know if there's any better ways to do like the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. The steampunk thing could probably get a little stronger, and that might with this World War III thing on the cusp. Um, I forget that movie that did a beautiful job with that. Actually, two of them. Dune and what was the sequel to the one with Charlize Theron where they're in the desert?
Furiosa.
Yeah, yeah. That I am looking forward to seeing a little bit more of that trickle down into everyday wear. Okay. Would you have the Ding Dong show VTuber? If so, what would he or she be?
That is an animated avatar that speaks like you know how the cartoon thing we've been talking about?
Yeah,
It's
we
sort of
have.
like that except live.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if we would. I mean, it would be, I don't know. That's something Don would have to decide because the Ding Dong show's not my vision. I just try to keep afloat in it. It's 100% Don's vision. Let's see. Okay, I'm not sure if Quinn is talking about other stuff or my fashion talk. He says true facts, comma, most of it's CGI anyways. What's the point?
I think he's talking
Well,
about the Moana thing.
well, I mean, fashion in a sense, also he could be stating the same thing about that. I have noticed the difference between the few red carpets I can find and the influencer that would be wearing it. Okay, Quinn's asking me, question for Mary Jane. Did you see that Avatar series of movies? Avatar. The blue people?
Yes,
I saw the first one and I'm good.
I've never seen any of them. I'm not a big James Cameron fan. I know that sounds crazy, but he does good special effects stuff. But other than that, I just can't get into it.
Yeah, I didn't think that hard. I saw the first one and I'm okay. Warlock Wolf on fashion. When I get a suit, I would be white like Kingpin, comma Michael Clark. That is spectacular. And would you go with the jewelry or just keep your ring on your fake hand in your pocket? Last time I saw that as a Halloween costume, they had the hand in the pocket of the suit. Uh, okay. Ariel Love um is still yearning for Don. Well, you will be able to interact with him on Instagram at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and TikTok at 8:15 or 8:30. Oh, Quinn liked Furiosa. Yeah. Okay, Warlock Wolf says silver chain necklace and the ring on the pinky. Yep, 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 yep. And Quinn can't wait for Dune 3.
I
How
still
many
need to watch part two.
how many are there? And is this the same thing as like decades ago?
It's based on the same books, but it's
Did
not.
Lynch make one of them?
Yeah, the original movie. I think it's only one movie. It was like a mini series on TV, or was a movie. Quinn can answer that. But there's a bunch of books, I guess. So like they could make a ton of them, as far as I'm aware.
And then uh what was the first one after the David Lynch one?
This one, Dune, with Timothy Chalamet, I believe.
Chalamet was the first one?
You said after the first one?
After I thought the one
The
with
first
David
one was,
Lynch one was a long, long time ago.
yeah, it was like early 80s, mid 80s, something like that.
Yeah, and didn't they have one like 5 or 10 years ago?
Yes, that's the one with Timothy Chalamet.
I don't I don't
And
think
then
he's old enough for that.
I've watched it.
Okay.
They've done part two and three's coming out.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I might be thinking of a different movie then. Maybe it wasn't Dune. They had, okay, and I can't even describe it. I just see scenes of it in my head. There's no way to
How
uh
old is it?
it's only like 5, 10 years ago. Um and yeah, I can't describe it. It's too much detail.
Hmm.
Okay, might be a good explanation why Quinn is a virgin. He says, "How can you not love James Cameron, comma, OMG, question mark."
I'm just not a fan of his writing. I think his writing is too simplistic for his special effects complexity. It doesn't match up. Like if I think if he had better writers, that his movies would be even more insane than they already are.
And I don't even know who this is or what they did.
Titanic, Terminator, uh, Avatar, The Abyss.
That it?
Uh, there's been a few more. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Didn't really care for any of those. Titanic, awesome, but I guess that was probably less his creation and more like his stepping stone to get to do whatever he wanted.
Well, no, he'd done Terminator 1 and 2 before that. Terminator 2 was a massive, massive movie in
Totally.
like 1991,
Yeah,
92.
could care less.
Yeah, I've never seen either one of those, to be honest. The Abyss was okay. That was like a submarine movie with or I can't remember her name, and Ed Harris, I think. It was good.
Don't recall.
Yeah, like LA Confidential lost Best Picture to Titanic, and I just think
That
that's a
makes sense
travesty.
because it was younger, potentially like it was younger stars that were going to become bigger versus already established stars. And I mean, how many people died? Like if you did like it's kind of a little bias, um, like a cop gangster movie versus like a love story from the Titanic.
Yeah.
It had to be. It was a shoo-in. Let's see. Quinn says this is a readaptation of the book Lynch adapted. There was a miniseries as well. The TV series was after the Lynch one and then Chalamet. See, I must be thinking of a different movie
I
because
wish I knew which one you're thinking of.
I saw the David Lynch one, Dune, I thought, or some movie like that, to prepare for another movie, and I just can't think of it. It's like it started with a super fast, like motorcycle, and then these like
Do you mean Mad Max Fury Road?
No,
Okay.
no. And then the police were chasing and tracking in these little like those new trash can Teslas, but it never hit the ground. It was kind of a little flatter than that. And then the guy walked through like a Japanese style like food court with
Blade
some.
Runner 2049, maybe?
Did Lynch do that too?
No, Ridley Scott did those.
And who was the lead actor in the old one?
Harrison Ford, and then I think Gosling was the new one, maybe.
Well,
I've never seen these either, but that sounds like what you're thinking
so
of.
Dune or Blade Runner? There's a difference.
Yes. Dune is like cyberpunk, post, you know, futuristic stuff, and Dune is like on desert, like really like grandiose, kind of like almost
Which one had
medieval.
did one of them have David Bowie in it?
Mm, I don't think so.
Okay, well, it looks like we ran out of time for today. You can follow Don on Simply Don1, Instagram, TikTok. He does wonderful cameos under Don Barris. He will be at the Comedy Store every single night. Omanji, would you like to share your social media?
Yeah, sure. You can follow me on oldman_G on Twitch and TikTok, and on YouTube at oldman_G. We'll stream. I'm not going to raid the channel. I might start a little late today, so.
Okay.
But yeah, check me out. We'll be over there at some point this evening. So
Oh, breathing pink liquid, says Warlock Wolf. Do you know what that's in regards to?
I'm not sure.
Oh, breathing pink liquid. That was the Mad Max, right?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I
No.
have seen Fury Road, but I don't remember it at all.
Oh, Fury, maybe.
Furiosa, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Quinn says James Cameron loves the sea so much. And Quinn says, yeah, just because LA Confidential was robbed isn't on James Cameron, comma, it's the Academy's fault.
It's true. That's true. And Strange
Um,
Days is good, so I'll give him that.
I mean, I don't even understand what this James Cameron does for a living. Why would he feel that he's more significant than like the stars and like all the other people that put these movies together?
Exactly. Pretentious is what I think.
Yeah, I don't,
Was he? What does he think? He has a pretty girl or something?
yeah, I mean, I don't understand the hype. It's like there's a whole bunch of other people.
Well, he is exceptional at like technical stuff and like special effects and all that kind of stuff. Like I'm not shitting on him in that at all. It's just
All
like
by himself or when he has a crew of 200 people
either way,
on,
he's good at leading
on
them. If
somebody else's approved budget.
yeah, well, I mean, Terminator 1 was pretty low budget, if I'm not mistaken, and it you know it did pretty well. And then the second one was extremely high budget and blew everybody's socks off. So I think he can do either one, maybe. And Titanic, I mean, one of the main reasons it was what it was is because it was like mostly practical effects and it was so expensive and like so crazy looking. And Quinn does say that sounds like Blade Runner.
Okay.
So I think maybe you had to watch Blade Runner with Harrison Ford to understand Blade Runner 2049.
Okay, that might be it. Then I don't know why Quinn's bringing up Dune in the chat for my show when I clearly was visualizing Blade Runner.
Well, you said Dune was the fashion thing. And I think
Yeah,
that's one.
well, no, he should have known better. I don't think I've seen any Dunes. I don't care about Dune. It was the other movie I was seeing in my head.
Yes.
I think Quinn needs to be a little bit more careful coming on to my show talking about things in my chat when he can't read my mind.
Yeah, why doesn't he just know what's in your head?
Exactly, exactly. Quinn, I'm very disappointed. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, thus concludes this show. I have no reason to think that tomorrow we will not have the Mitch and Friends show, so we will see you
Boo.
back here tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. for the Mitch and Friends show.
Boo.
Thank you very much.